Hello students, today we are going to start Supplementary 4th in the Kingdom of Fools by A.K. Ramanujan. Kannada is a regional language mainly spoken in the state of Karnataka. This story is a Kannada folk tale. Folk tale is a story which is passed on from one generation to another. It is taken from the book Folk Tales from India written by A.K. Ramanujan. First of all, let us discuss the title of the story in the Kingdom of Fools, which means the state where people are not so wise, they are not so intelligent. In this story, the king, his ministers, and his advisors are fools. That means they are not wise and intelligent. When this kind of people rule the kingdom, then what all happens has been told in this story. In the kingdom of fools, the king and his minister both were unintelligent. The king and his minister did not want to run their kingdom like other kings did. So they decided to do something different. They started treating night as day and day as night. They ordered that the work which was done at night would be done during the daytime, and the work which was done during the daytime will be done during night time. They passed an order that everyone in the kingdom would work at night. Nobody would sleep at night. The farmers would do farming at night, and the ones who run business would do business at night. As soon as the sun rose, everyone would go to sleep. If someone would disobey the order, he would be punished with death. The people were scared that if they did not obey the king's order, they would be sentenced with death penalty. So they obeyed the order, although it was very strange. The king and his minister both were fools and were very happy that all the people in the kingdom were following their orders. One day, a saint arrived in the kingdom of fools along with one of his disciples. He saw that it was a beautiful city. It was a sunny day, but could not find anyone around. They were surprised. Everyone was asleep, and the writer says that not a mouse was stirring. Stirring means moving around. They would not find a single mouse moving around, which means it was so quiet as everyone, even the tiniest creatures, the mice, were asleep. The people had taught their cattle to sleep during daytime, so everyone, human as well as animals, were sleeping. These two strangers were not aware that this kind of order had been passed in the city, so they were surprised to see that everyone was sleeping during daytime. They kept on wandering around the whole city, and as soon as it was night, everyone woke up and started doing their work. Businessmen were doing business, and farmers were farming. The Guru and his disciple were very hungry. Dudu means money in Kannada language. When the shops opened at night, they went to buy groceries. They were surprised to see that whatever they bought from the shop costed 1 dudu. The things were very cheap out there. Whether you buy a big bunch of bananas or you buy a big bag of rice, it costed only 1 dudu. Everything was at the same price in the kingdom of fools. The Guru and his disciple were very happy because the food in this kingdom was very cheap. You could buy a lot of food just for a rupee. When the Guru and his disciple cooked and ate their food, the Guru realized that the kingdom was a kingdom of fools and decided not to stay there any longer because it was unsafe for them. The wise Guru told his disciple that the place was not right for them and asked him to leave at once. This disciple was a foodie. He loved to eat, and That is why he did not want to leave this place because the food was cheap there. Guru tried to make his disciple understand and told him that everyone out there was a fool and very dangerous. The kingdom would not last for a long time and they could harm them too. This disciple is not foresighted like his guru and could not understand what his guru was trying to say. He wanted to live there only and enjoy the cheap food. Finally, the guru left alone, leaving the disciple behind. The disciple stayed back in the kingdom of fools. Every day he ate a lot of food, due to which he becomes fat as a huge bull. One day a thief entered a merchant's house. He made a hole in the wall to gain access. When he was about to move out of the house after looting all the things, the wall broke and fell down on his head and he died there only. The thief's younger brother went to the king and complained that his brother was not following his ancient trade, although the ancient trade is robbing and it is a crime. While he was working, the wall fell on his head and he died. The thief's brother was taking advantage of the king's foolishness. He said that the merchant whose wall has fallen down on his brother was the culprit. He should have made a strong wall. He requested the king to punish the merchant and get compensation for his family. Summoned means to call upon someone. The king was so foolish that he did not consider the fact that the dead man was committing theft at the time of his death. He only thought that the man died because the wall fell on him, and the owner of the house whose wall fell on him had to be punished. So he called the merchant. As soon as the merchant appeared, the king asked his name. Then the king asked him whether he was at home when the dead man, the thief, was burgling his house. The merchant replied that he was at home only. The thief made a hole in the wall and entered his house, and when he was trying to go out, the wall fell down on him because it was weak. Then the king told the merchant that he was guilty. He did wrong. Due to his weak wall, the thief died, and now he would be punished. The merchant pleaded in front of the king, requested that, "My lord, it was not my fault. The wall was weak because the person who made the wall did not construct it properly. Hence, you should punish him." And further, he added that the wall was made during his father's time. The person who built it was very old. He knew him as he lived nearby. Bricklayer is a person who lays the bricks and built the walls. So the king sends his soldier to call the bricklayer who built the wall. They tied his hands and feet and brought him in the king's palace. Then king asked him that did he build the wall, and he replied that yes, he did. The king said that the man had built a weak wall. The wall fell on the poor thief's head and killed him. The bricklayer would be punished for this with death. Everyone is passing on the blame to another person. When the king was about to pass an order to execute the bricklayer, he requested the king to listen to him. He agreed that he did not make the wall properly. It was because of a girl who was roaming around the street, and her anklets were making a jingling sound. Due to her anklets' jingle sound, he was not able to concentrate on his work and so built a weak wall. It was not his mistake, it was the fault of the girl. He added that he knew where this dancing girl lived she should be punished instead of him. The king was satisfied with the bricklayer's explanation. He was convinced with him. He tells that this case is very complicated and will not be able to solve it so easily. He ordered his messenger to get the dancer girl. The dancing girl had become an old woman and she was trembling as she entered the court. The king asked her that many years ago was she dancing and roaming around in the lane while the bricklayer was constructing the wall. Her movement distracted him. She confirmed him. He told her that as she was roaming around with her anklets jingling, it distracted the bricklayer. Due to this, he could not do his work properly. He built a bad wall which fell on the thief and he was killed. Thank you.